Hi, my name is Sujit Singh. I'm 38 and I live in Coralville, Iowa. I'm a person with a visible and invisible disability. My visible disability is cerebral palsy and my invisible disability is epilepsy. I am a person that grew up in a family where I was the only disabled person. So growing up with knowing everything about able-bodied people and being the only disabled person was very difficult for me to have to learn how to do things in a different way than everybody else. One of the stories that my family and I talk about still to this day is what we call the Nintendo story. So growing up, my siblings loved playing Nintendo. It was the thing of the 90s. So we bought one, and one thing that we realized, for me, is that the Nintendo controller is not something that I could use because it's made for a right-handed person. All the buttons are on the right side, all the things are on the top. And so one of the things my parents told me was, if you want to figure out how to do this, you need to figure out how to do this. We're not going to help you. We're not going to talk you through it. If you're going to advocate for yourself, figure out a way to find an accommodation. So one of the things I did is I took the controller and I looked at it and I realized, oh, everything is on the right side. My family and my brother and sister, they all play this way. So I looked at it and I started playing Super Nintendo and the Mario games. And I was like, okay, here we go. And within minutes, Mario died. And I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. So what can I do to make it work for me? One thing I just realized was, hey, why don't I just turn it over? This way I can roll my thumb back and forth and even roll the controller back and forth if I need to make that work. And it seemed to work. And every button that I needed to push to run faster, to jump higher, was on the side of my hand that I can use. And so I got super excited. I was playing for a long time. And then when I died, I called my family in and I said, look what I did. Look what I can do. 6 hours later. And my family was excited for me. I was excited for me. And then my brother sat down with me and said, all right, let's play. Let's play together. And I was so excited to have that bond with my brother. And that was something that I could do with him. And playing Nintendo and Super Nintendo and everything else made more sense because I had confidence in myself to be able to accommodate or find an accessible way for me to do what I had to do to play with my able-bodied siblings and my able-bodied friends. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to let me tell my story to you and be able to relax about my disability and be more confident in who I am. And I've realized through just telling this story that the disabilities that I have do not define who I am, but it has made me the man that I am today.